Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Fundamentals of Entomology course. The scientific study of insect is the entomology. Study of external feature of an insect is known as insect morphology. Study of internal feature of an insect is known as insect anatomy. Any organism in which body is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen and possesses two pairs of wings and three pairs of legs is known as insect. Any organism which is noxious, destructive, or troublesome to the man or his interest is known as pest. Arthropods are originated during which period of Paleozoic era? Arthropods are originated during Cambrian period of Paleozoic era. Insects originated during which period of Paleozoic era? Insects are originated during Devonian period of Paleozoic era. The earliest known fossil insect is Raniella precursor. The insect came into the existence on the surface of the earth 300 to 500 million years ago. First edition of Systema Nature book, published by Carl Linnaeus in the year 1738. 10th edition of Systema Nature book, published by Carl Linnaeus in the year 1758. The ICZN code contains preamble and how many number of articles and glossary. The ICZN code contains preamble, 90 number of articles and glossary. A special account on termites of Tanjore district is published by J.C. J.G. Koenig. Father of taxonomy is Carl Linnaeus. First imperial entomologist from India is Hem Singh Pruthi. Indian Museum at Calcutta, established in the year 1875. ICAR, established in the year 1929. Largest kingdom is Animalia. Largest phylum of animal kingdom is Arthropoda. Largest class of phylum Arthropoda is Insecta. Largest insect order of class Insecta is Coleoptera. Largest insect family is Curculionidae of the Coleopteran order. Silent Spring is an environmental science book authored by Rachel Carson. The textbook of agricultural entomology is authored by Hemsing fruti. Some South Indian insect book authored by T.B. Fletcher. Indian insect pest and Indian insect life books are written by Professor Lefroy. In insect, exchange of gases take place through tubular structures are known as trachea. Tracheal opening on the body wall is known as spiracle. Holophenastic tracheal system seen in grasshopper, cockroach and dragonfly. Hypophenastic tracheal system present in headlouse and birdlice. Hyperphenastic tracheal system seen in columbola. Periodical process of shedding the old cuticle accompanied by the formation of new cuticle is known as molting. The cuticular part discarded during each molting is known as exuvia. The time interval between two subsequent molting is known as stadium. The form assumed by the insect in any stadium is known as instar. Molting in insect is controlled by endocrine gland, that is prothoracic gland. Commercial cultivation of BT in India started in the year 2002. Forest Research Institute located at Dehradun. DPPQS Directorate of Plant Protection and Quarantine Storage is located at Haryana, Faridabad. National Institute for Plant Health Management is located at Hyderabad. Spider belong to the class Arachnida. Number of segment in insect head are 6. Number of segment in insect thorax are 3. Number of segment in insect abdomen are 9 to 11. Insects' wings are located on meso and metathorax. Insect legs are located on pro, meso and metathorax ventrally. Eyes are located on ocular segment or first segment of insect head. Furcula or furca located on the ventral side of which abdominal segment in columbolan insect, that is fourth abdominal segment. Caudal breathing tube is present in water scorpion. Caudal filaments present in caudal gills are present in damselflies needs. Alimentary canal in insect is divided into anterior foregut, middle midgut and posterior hindgut. In insects, alimentary canal actual digestion take place in the region of midgut. In alimentary canal, temporary storage of food take place in the region of crop. The cells of the hindgut harbors microorganisms are known as mycetocytes. Group of mycetocytes are known as mycotomes. Three layer of insect body wall are cuticle, epidermis and basement membrane. Three layer of cuticle are epicuticle, exocuticle and endocuticle. Chitin is absent in which layer of the cuticle? In epicuticle, chitin is absent. Female genital organs are located on the ventral side of 8th and 9th abdominal segment. Male genital organ located on the ventral side of 9th abdominal segment. Generally, spiracles are located 2 pairs on thorax and 8 pairs on the abdomen. In grasshopper tympanum, an auditory organ is located on the lateral side of first abdominal segment. 5 segments of insect legs are coxa, trochanter, femur, tibia, and tarsus. Longest and strongest segment of insect leg are is longest and strongest segment of insect leg is tibia. Longest and stoutest segment of insect leg is femur. Smallest segment of insect leg is trochanter. Antennae are also known as feelers. Antennae are located on antennal or second segment of insect head. 3 types of antennal segments are scape, scape, pedicel, and flagellum. Johnston organs are located on antennal, pedicel, or second segment. Types of mouthpart in Type of mouthpart in housefly: sponging type. Type of mouthpart in cockroach: biting and chewing type. Type of mouthpart in plant bug: piercing and sucking type. Insecticide recommended for sucking pests are systemic insecticides. Types of mouthpart in honeybees: chewing and lapping type. Different organ of excretion in insect are Malpighian tubule, body wall, trachea, nephrocytes, etc. Major organ of excretion in insect are Malpighian tubules. Insect excrete uric acid. Most of the aquatic organisms excrete ammonia. Malpighian tubules are discovered by Marcello Malpighi. Post-embryonic change in the form of insect. Post-embryonic change in the form of insect during its life cycle is known as metamorphosis. Ametamorphosis occurs in apterygote insect orders. Post-embryonic complete change in the form of insect is known as holometamorphosis. Post-embryonic little change in the form of insect is known as hemimetamorphosis. Post-embryonic no change in the form of insect is known as ametamorphosis. Polypod larva example caterpillar. Oligopod larva example grub of rhinoceros beetle. Apod larva maggot of housefly. Uptake pupa moth pupa. Chrysalis butterfly pupa. Tumbler mosquito pupa. Wriggler mosquito larva. Filiform antennae present in grasshopper. Moniliform antennae present in termites. Aristate antennae present in housefly. Serrate antennae present in pulse beetle. Geniculate antennae present in honeybees. Pharyngel legs present in honeybees. Fossorial legs present in mole cricket. Cursorial legs present in cockroach and ants. Natatorial legs present in water beetles. Sticking leg present in houseflies. Expand the following terms: DIPA, Destructive Insects and Pests Act, IINRC, IINRG, this is G, Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums, DPPQS, Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage, NIPHM, National Institute of Plant Health Management, AGMARC, Agricultural Produce Grading and Marketing Act, IARI, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, ICAR, Indian Council of Agricultural Research LWO, Locust Warning Organization FSSAI, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India CIBRC, Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee NCIPM, National Center for Integrated Pest Management. Thank you. Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Fundamentals of Entomology course. The first question is: the dorsal sclerate of insect body segment is known as tergum or notum. The ventral sclerate of insect body segment is known as sternum. The lateral sclerate of insect body segment is known as the pleura. Moniliform type of antenna are found in termites. Filiform type of antennae are found in grasshopper. The type of metamorphosis seen in blister beetle is the hypermetamorphosis. Intermediate metamorphosis seen in scale insects, whiteflies and thrips. Alteration of generation in insect reproduction seen in aphids. Mushroom glands seen in male reproductive system of cockroaches. The neuron carry impulses from sense organs to the central nervous system are known as afferent neuron or sensory neuron. The neurons carry impulses from central nervous system to the effector organs are known as efferent neuron or motor neurons. Insect bloods lack in which vitamin? That is K vitamin. Zoology convention dictates that the name of the superfamilies ends in Oidea, name of the family ends in Idea, name of the subfamilies ends in Ine, and name of the tribes end in Ini. The occurrence of diapause during summer due to high temperature is known as eastvation. The occurrence of diapause during winter due to low temperature is known as hibernation. The short period in between diastole and systole is known as diastasis. The synaptic gap is approximately 100 angstrom. Insect antennae are innervated by which part of the brain? That is deuterocerebrum. The protein present in the insect wing joint is resilin, is the elastic and rubber-like protein. The real suture of the insect head is post-occipital suture. The phenomenon of storage of urea or uric acid in the fat body cells is known as storage excretion.
Study and use of insects in crime investigation is known as forensic entomology. Body region of insect is known as body region of insect are known as tagmata. That is three region or three tagmata: head tagmata, thorax tagmata, and abdomen tagmata. In insect, the grouping of body segments into a region is known as tagmosis. Malphizian tubules are located at the junction of mid and hindgut. In insect larvae, abdominal legs are also known as pseudolegs or prolegs. Asymmetrical or cone-like mouth parts are present in thrips. Juvenile hormone is produced by Carpora allata. In solid feeding insect, midgut is lined with which membrane? That is peritrophic membrane. The phenomenon where the immature insects gives birth to the young one is known as pedogenesis or neoteny. The number of pairs of odoriferous glands present in stink bugs are 4 pairs. Most beneficial order in class Insecta is Hymenoptera order. Pupa remain enclosed in the hardened larval cuticle is the coarctate type of pupa. Chitin is absent in epicuticle. Filter chamber is the characteristic feature of sap-sucking insect. Adult diapause seen in mango nut weevil. Egg diapause seen in silkworm. Larval diapause seen in pink bollworm. The conventional storage and release organ for neurosecretory cell is corpora cardiaca. Juvenile hormone secreted by corpora allata. Molting hormone secreted by prothoracic gland. Amplexiform type of wing coupling apparatus present in butterfly. Hamuli type wing coupling apparatus present in honeybees. Indian Insect Pest book authored by Lefroy, Maxwell Lefroy. Pseudohalters type wings are present in housefly. Telenium word related with Diptera order. Metapenastic spiracles are seen in wriggler, that is mosquito larva. Prophenastic spiracles seen in tumbler, that is mosquito pupa. Fringed type wings are seen in thrips. Long and many segmented cerci seen in mayfly. Forceps-like cerci seen in earwig. Asymmetrical type cerci seen in male embiid. Sclerotized or forceps-like cerci seen in earwig. Some South Indian insects book written by T.B. Fletcher. A pair of tubular structure found on the dorsum of aphid abdomen are called as cornicles. Chitin is formed by N-acetylglucosamine polymers. Furcula present in Columbola order insects. Style present in Thysanura order insects. The first install larvae of blister beetle are called as trianglines. Trianglines. Insects generally excrete uric acid. Sperm storage organ in male insects is known as spermatheca. Fruit flies belong to family Tephrididae. Siphoning type of mouthparts are seen in butterfly. Sponging type of mouthparts are seen in housefly. Mouthparts consisting of stylates in hemipteran plant bugs and dipteran mosquitoes. Irreversible gland osmotoria present in citrus butterfly. DPPQS Directorate of Plant Protection and Quarantine Storage established in the year 1946. In insects, accessory pulsatile organs related to circulatory system. In insect, ganglia is related to nervous system. Pseudo-ovipositor present in housefly and fruit flies. Needle-like ovipositor present in cricket. Scientist who published an account of black insect is J. Kerr. The book Systema Nature is written by Linnaeus. Halocuticular invagination of body wall are known as apodemes. Here solid solid cuticular invagination of body wall are known as apophysis. Elytra type wings seen in beetles. Tegmina type wings seen in cockroach, grasshopper. Hemielytra type wings seen in plant bugs. Membranous type wings seen in bees, wasps and dragonflies. Aristate type of antenna seen in housefly. Capitate type of antenna seen in butterfly. Geniculate type antenna seen in ants, honeybees. Fossorial type of legs seen in mole cricket. Running type of legs seen in cockroach ants. Jumping type of legs are seen in grasshopper. Opistognathous type of head seen in plant bugs. Prognathous type of head seen in beetles. Hypognathous type of head seen in cockroach, grasshopper. Cone type of mouth parts are seen in thrips. Expand DIPA, DIPA, Destructive Insects and Pests Act, IINRG, IINRG, Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums, Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums. DPPQS Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine Storage. Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage. NIPHM National Institute of Plant Health Management. AGMARK Agricultural Produce Grading and Marketing Act. IARI Indian Agricultural Research Institute. ICAR Indian Council of Agricultural Research. LWO Locust Warning Organization. FSSAI Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. CIBRC, Central Insecticide Board and Registration Committee, NCIPM, National Center for Integrated Pest Management. Thank you.
Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Fundamentals of Entomology course. Entomology is a which word? Entomon is insect, logos is study. Study of insect is the entomology. So entomology is a Greek word. Insects are originated during which period of Paleozoic era? Insects are originated during Devonian period of Paleozoic era. The insects came into existence on the earth 350 to 500 million years ago. 10th edition of Systema Nature book, published in the year 1758. In India, Insecticide Act, enforced in the year 1971. First imperial entomologist from India is Hem Singh Pruthi. Insect body wall is also known as integument or exoskeleton. Silent Spring is an environmental science book authored by Rachel Carson. In insects, exchange of gases take place through tubular structure are known as trachea. Cuticular ingrowth of body wall providing space for muscle attachment is known as endoskeleton. Endoskeleton is the cuticular ingrowth of body wall provides space for muscle attachment. In insect head. In insect head, epicranial suture is also known as line of weakness or ecdysial suture. Active immature stage between the egg and pupal stage of an insect is larvae. Chitin is formed by N-acetylglucosamine polymers to get protection against adverse conditions and natural enemies. The pupa is enclosed in a protective cover is known as cocoon. In sap-sucking insect, thin-walled bladder-like structure pass directly from anterior part of midgut to the hindgut without passing through the middle portion of the midgut, thus preventing the excess dilution of the hemolymph enzymes and facilitate better enzyme activity is known as filter chamber. Insects generally excrete uric acid. Sperm storage organ in male insects is spermatheca. Fruit flies belong to the family Tephrididae. Siphoning type of mouthparts are seen in butterflies. Mouthparts consisting of stylates in plant bugs. Irreversible gland osmotoria is present in citrus butterfly larvae. DPPQS, Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage is established in the year 1946. Hemulite type of wing coupling apparatus present in Hymenoptera. In insects, accessory pulsatile organs related to circulatory system. Pseudo-ovipositor present in fruit flies and also in houseflies. Scientist who published an account of black insect is J. Kerr. Which insect shows intermediate metamorphosis? Thrips. Hibernation in insect is caused by low temperature. The book Systema Nature, written by Linnaeus. Halocuticular invagination of body wall. Halocuticular invagination of body wall are known as apodemes. The number of pair of odoriferous gland is present in stink bugs. Stink bugs possess 4 pairs of odoriferous glands. Most beneficial order in class Insecta is Hymenoptera. Pupa remain enclosed in the hardened larval cuticle is known as coarctate pupa. Chitin is absent in epicuticle. Chitin is absent in epicuticle. The membrane that protects midgut epithelial cell is known as peritrophic membrane. Adult diapause is seen in nut weevil, that is mango nut weevil. The dorsal sclerate of insect body segment is known as notum or tergum. Moniliform type of antenna are seen in termites. The type of metamorphosis seen in blister beetle is hypermetamorphosis. Alteration of generations in insect reproduction seen in aphids. Mushroom glands seen in cockroach. The neuron carries impulse from sense organs to the central nervous system are known as afferent neuron or sensory neuron. Insect blood lacks in vitamin K. Superfamily ends with the suffix oidea. The juvenile hormone is secreted by corpora allata. Elytra type of wing is present in beetles. Tegmina type of wing present in cockroach. Hemielytra type of wing present in red cotton bug. Membranous wings present in dragonflies. Aristate antenna seen in houseflies. Capitate antenna seen in butterflies. Geniculate antenna seen in ants. Fossorial legs are seen in mole cricket. Hamuli type of wing coupling apparatus is present in honeybee. Cone type of mouth is present in thrips. ICZN, International Commission on Zoological Nomenclature, International Commission on Zoological Nomenclature, BT, Bacillus thuringiensis, GEAC, Genetic Engineering Approval Committee, Genetic Engineering Approval Committee, BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards Act, Bureau of Indian Standard Act, DDT, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane, dichloro, diphenyl, trichloroethane. Thank you. Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Fundamentals of Entomology course. Name the second segment of insect antenna. Pedicel. The major morphological structure useful in class insecta classification is wings. Insect head is made up of 6 number of segments. Major excretory product in insect is uric acid. The occurrence of diapause during winter due to low temperature is known as hibernation. Cuticular part discarded during insect molting is known as exuvia. The synaptic gap is approximately 100 angstrom. Study and use of insects in crime investigation is known as forensic entomology. In insect, the grouping of body segments into a region is known as tagmosis. Malphizian tubules are located at the junction of midgut and hindgut. In insect larvae, abdominal legs are also known as prolegs or pseudolegs. Cone or asymmetrical type of mouthparts present in thrips. Molting hormone produced by prothoracic gland. Peritrophic membrane in the insect midgut is the characteristic feature of solid feeding insects. What is a phenomenon where the immature insect gives birth to the young ones? Pedogenesis. Pedogenesis is a phenomenon where the immature insects gives birth to the young ones. DPPQS, Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage, at Faridabad, established in the year 1946. Insects belongs to the phylum Arthropoda. Spider belongs to the class Arachnida. Number of segments in insect thorax are 3. Insect wings are located on meso and metathorax. Anal cerci present in
cockroach, caudal gills present in damselflies needs. In insects, alimentary canal, actual digestion take place in the region of midgut. Chitin absent in epicuticle. Male external genital organ located on the ventral side of ninth abdominal segment. First segment of insect leg is coxa. Johnston organ located on antennal pedicel segment. Major organ of excretion in insects are Malpighian tubules. Type of metamorphosis in Procura is anamorphosis. The number of pairs of odoriferous glands present in stink bugs. There are 4 pairs. Stink bugs have 4 pairs of odoriferous glands. Most beneficial order in class Insecta is Hymenoptera. Pupa remain enclosed in the hardened larval cuticle is known as coarctate pupa. Young one of dragonfly is needs. The membrane that protect midgut epithelium in insect is peritrophic membrane. Larval diapause seen in pink bollworm larvae. The ventral sclerate of insect body segment is known as sternum. Alteration of generations in insect reproduction seen in aphids. Mushroom glands seen in cockroach. The neuron carry impulses from central nervous system to the effector organ are known as motor neuron. Insect blood lacks in vitamin K. Family ends with the suffix idea. The conventional storage and release organ of neurosecretory cells is corpora cardiaca. Humuli type of wing coupling apparatus seen in honeybees. Indian Insect Pest book authored by H. M. Lefroy. Pseudohalters seen in Sepsiptera. Telenium is observed in Diptera. Metapenastic spiracles are seen in mosquito larvae are regular. Scaly wings are seen in butterfly. Long and many segmented cerci is present in mayfly, prophenastic spiracles are seen in mosquito pupa or tumbler. Halters are seen in houseflies. Forceps like cerci seen in earwigs. Dipa, destructive insects and pests act. IINRG, Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums. DPPQS, Directorate of Plant Protection, Quarantine and Storage. NIPHM, National Institute of Plant Health Management. AGMARC, Agricultural Produce Grading and Marketing Act. Thank you. Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Fundamentals of Entomology course. Entomology, entomon is insect, logos is study, is a which word? It is a Greek word. Study of insect is the entomology. Insects are originated during which period of Paleozoic era? Insects are originated during Devonian period of Paleozoic era. The insects come into the existence on the earth 350 to 500 million years ago. 10th edition of Systema Nature book published in the year 1758. In India, Insecticide Act enforced in the year 1971. First imperial entomologist from India is Hemsing Pruthi. Insect body wall is also known as integument or exoskeleton. Silent Spring is an environmental science book authored by Rachel Carson. In insect, exchange of gases take place through tubular structure are known as trachea. Cuticular ingrowth of body wall providing space for muscle attachment is known as endoskeleton. In insect head, epicranial suture is also known as line of weakness or ecdysial suture. Active immature stage between the egg and pupal stage of an insect is known as larvae. Chitin is formed by N-acetylglucosamine polymers to get protection against adverse conditions and natural enemies. The pupa is enclosed in a protective cover is known as cocoon. In a shaft-sucking insect, thin-walled bladder-like structure, pass directly from anterior part of midgut to the hindgut without passing through the middle portion of the midgut, thus preventing the excess dilution of the hemolymph enzymes and facilitates better enzyme activity is known as filter chamber. Insects generally excrete uric acid. Sperm storage organ in male insects, Spermatheca. Fruit flies belong to the family Tephrididae. Siphoning type of mouthparts are seen in butterflies. Mouthpart consisting of stylates in plant bugs. Irreversible glands, Osmotoria present in citrus butterfly larvae. DPPQS, Directorate of Plant Protection and Quarantine Storage, established in the year 1946. Hemuli wing coupling present in Hemuli wing coupling apparatus present in Hymenoptera. In insect, accessory pulsatile organs related to circulatory system. It is not respiratory system, it is circulatory system. Pseudo-ovipositor is present in fruit flies and houseflies also. Scientist who published an account of black insect is J. Kerr. Which insect shows intermediate metamorphosis? Thrips. Hibernation in insect caused by low temperature. The book Systema Naturae written by Linnaeus. Hollow cuticular invagination of body wall are known as apodemes. The pair of odoriferous gland present in stink bugs. Stink bug has 4 pair of odoriferous glands. Most beneficial order in class Insecta. In class Insecta is Hymenoptera. Pupa remain enclosed in the hardened larval cuticle is known as coarctate pupa. Chitin is absent in epicuticle. The membrane that protects midgut epithelium in insect is peritrophic membrane. Adult diapause is seen in nut weevil, mango nut weevil. The dorsal sclerite of insect body segment is known as notum or tergum. Moniliform type of antennae are seen in termites. The type of metamorphosis seen in blister beetle is hypermetamorphosis. Alteration of generation in insect reproduction seen in aphids. Mushroom glands seen in cockroach. The neuron carry impulses from sense organ to the central nervous system are known as afferent or sensory neuron. Insect blood lack in vitamin K. Superfamily ends with the suffix "oidea". The juvenile hormone is secreted by corpora allata. Elytra type of wing is seen in beetles. Tegmina wing is seen in cockroach. Hemielytra type of wing is seen in red cotton bug. Membranous wing is present in dragonfly. Aristate antenna seen in houseflies. Capitate antenna present in butterfly. Geniculate antenna present in ants. Fossorial legs present in mole cricket. Hamulite type of wing coupling apparatus seen in honeybees. Cone type of mouth seen in thrips. ICZN International Commission on Zoological Nomenclature. BT Bacillus thuringiensis. GEAC Genetic Engineering Approval Committee. BIS Bureau of Indian Standards Act. DDT dichloro diphenyl trichloroethane. Thank you.
Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Management of Beneficial Insects course. The first question is: the weevil employed to kill water hyacinth is, that is, hydrophilic weevil Neochatina bruci. Bees are capable of flying at a speed of 25 to 30 km/h. The comb of the damer bee is made up of a dark material is known as cerumen. The honey bee, which is cultivated in Newton beehive in India, is, that is, Indian bee Apis cerana indica. The father of modern beekeeping in India is A.S. Atwal. The test insect used in the advanced genetic research is fruit fly Drosophila melanogaster. Indian Bee Journal is published by All India Beekeepers Association, Kolkata, West Bengal. The path through which silk from China passed many countries and reached to the Europe is known as Silk Road. What is used to dust on molting worm for quick drying of the bed? That is lime powder. The number of kilograms of cocoon required to obtain 1 kg of reeled silk is known as rendita. Rendita. In female mulberry silkworm, sex glands present on the ventral side of 8th abdominal segment are known as Izivada glands. Lac collected before swarming is known as airy lac. The appendage lost during post molt are regained by which either male or female nymph
during last molting in lac is, that is male lac, it regain it lost spots or lost appendages. Holoptic eyes are present in drone honeybees. Cooling of the colonies by the bees is done by fanning of the wings. The wild and cultivated flora, which are source of food material to the honeybees, are collectively known as bee pasturage or bee forage or bee flora. The fruit of mulberry plant is known as sorosis. The mulberry planting system adopted in Nilgiri area or slopy land is angular system of planting. World Bee Day is celebrated on every year on May 20. Which honeybee construct parallel comb? That is, Indian bee and Italian bees construct parallel comb. The equipment made of a tin or copper container which is attached with a leather bellow used to subdue or calm down the bees while handling is known as smoker. The major constituent of honey is, that is, fructose. The rearing house as well as the appliances used in rearing silkworm should be disinfected with 2% formalin. Major constituent of the silk filament is fibroin. The process of transferring the ripen silkworm larvae to the mountages is known as mounting. Paraffin vapor used in silkworm rearing to maintain humidity. To maintain humidity, paraffin vapors are used in silkworm rearing. Dermastid beetle attacks which life stages of silkworm? That is, egg-laying moth as well as cocoon. Appearance of irregular dark brown spot or black spots on the body of silkworm larvae indicates symptoms of protozoan disease, that is pebrine disease. The sex differentiating gland in male silkworm larvae is Herold's gland, a small milky white body. Which state in India is the leading producer of mulberry silk? That is Karnataka. The place where the disease-free layings of silkworms are produced is known as grainage. The flockery disease in silkworm is caused by bacteria. Largest producer of the lac in the world is India. In sericulture, one denier represents weight of 9,000-meter long silk thread. Pollination by butterfly is known as psychophily. The state which ranked first in lac production in India is Jharkhand. For chalky rearing, which leaf method is adopted to pick the correct leaves? That is glossy leaf method. Mother moth examination is done to detect which disease of silkworm, that is pebrine disease of silkworm. The sea lac is processed into what? By by heat process or solvent process, that is shellac. The shellac is processed into shellac by heat process or solvent process. Lac contain what percent of resin? Contains 68% of resin. The study of insects in relation to the crime investigation is known as forensic entomology. What is the characteristic feature of mulberry plants? That is the presence of idioblast, an enlarged epidermal cells in the leaf is the characteristic feature of mulberry plants. The word sericulture is derived from Greek word that is serikos. It means silk. The process of killing the pupae inside the cocoon to prevent the moth emergence is known as stifling. Golden yellow color silk is produced by Muga silkworm Antheria azama. The female pupa of mulberry silkworm is identified with X-shaped line or fine longitudinal line on the eighth abdominal segment. In sericulture, disinfection of rearing house and appliances is done by 2% formalin. Mulberry silkworm eggs changes to a color prior to 1 day of hatching. That stage is known as blue egg stage. Larvae of Eublemma amabilis and Holocochera pulveria are the predator on lac insect and lac also. The type of parasitism where many individuals of a species attack a single host is known as superparasitism. Expand the followings. IINRG, Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums. NBB, National Bee Board. TriFed, Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India Limited. CBRTI, Central Bee Research and Training Institute. APEDA, Agricultural Products Export Development Authority. FSSAI, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries Commission. CSRTI, Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute. The substance extracted from dipteran maggots or fruit flies useful for wound healing is allantoin. Fertilizer schedule for mulberry irrigated row system is 300 is to 120 is to 120 NPK. The Tukra disease in mulberry garden is transmitted by means of pink mealybug, that is Macronellicoccus hirsutus. Hazel of white disease is caused by endoparasitic tracheal mite, that is Acarapis woodi. The book Bee and Beekeeping in India is written by Abrol. The enzyme which contained in the saliva acts upon sucrose of the nectar and convert it into dextrose and levulose is, that is invertase. National Bee Board is located at New Delhi. Basket type of traditional honey hives are known as scapes. The hive tool used to reduce the size of the brood chamber during the dearth period is dummy division board. The most ideal planting system for mulberry cultivation under rain-fed situation is pit system. Mulberry variety suitable for intercropping in coconut orchard is Sahana. Royal jelly contains a compound which exhibits antibiotic activity against bacteria and fungi is 10-hydroxydecanoic acid. The insect pollinator of oil palm is weevil, that is Elaedobius camerunicus. Elaedobius camerunicus. The pheromones secreted by the queen honeybee useful for maintaining colony cohesion and sterility of the worker bee is queen substance. Middle leg of the honeybees are modified for the purpose of picking wax plates. The resinous substance exuded by birds, leaves, and other parts of various trees and shrubs used for sealing cracks and crevices of honeycomb is propolis. Equipment which is used to prevent the movement of queen bees from brood chamber to the super chamber is known as queen excluder. This is the queen excluder. The beautiful caraman red dye, the beautiful caraman red dye is obtained from the dried and powdered body of which insect, that is cactus scale insect Dactylopius coccus, a method of reproduction in which a part of the colony migrates to a new site to make a new colony is known as swarming. The ideal soil pH for mulberry cultivation should be around 6.2 to 6.8. Scientific name of the wax beetle, the predator of the honeybee is Platybolum alliviarum. The biofertilizer used for initiation of the root on the mulberry cutting is Azospirillum. Smallest honeybee is Apis florea. Largest honeybee is Apis dorsata. Lac insect belong to the family Caridae. Non-mulberry silkworm belong to the family Saturnidae. The most important insect used as bioindicator for the climate change is butterflies. The bee space for movable frame hive is proposed by L.L. Longstreth. The space required between any two frames for bees to move around is known as bee space. The honey yield of Apis serena indica is 5 kg per hive per year. The mite used for the management of water hyacinth is Orthogalumna terebrantis. Orthogalumna terebrantis. Which honeybee is called as a darling of beekeeping? That is Apis mellifera, Italian honeybee. Honeybee sting is a modified form of ovipositor. Type of reproduction in lac insect is ovoviviparity. Royal jelly is secreted from which organ of the honeybees? That is pharyngeal glands. The honeybee larvae is fed continuously with royal jelly up to 8th day, and such cells are further packed with royal jelly and are sealed to develop queen honeybees. Aleppo gall is produced in oak trees. Royal jelly lacks vitamin E. Plant which supplies good quantity of pollen to the bees is sorghum. Plant which is good source of nectar to the bee is tamarind. Bees generally keep the hive temperature around 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. Honeybee possess how many pairs of wax glands? Totally 4 pairs of wax glands, that is on third, fourth, fifth and sixth abdominal segments. Organisms which feed on dead and decaying organisms are known as scavengers. The queen bees leave the hive only during mating, flight and swarming. Which mulberry planting system accommodate more number of plants for unit area, that is triangular system? Suitable mulberry variety exclusively for late-age silkworm is G4. Trichogramma is a egg parasitoid. Easel of white in honeybee is caused by tracheal mite, that is Acarapis udi. Bald brood in honeybee is caused by lesser wax moth, that is Achoria grisella. An example for scavenger is chafer beetle. Lantana camara weed is managed by Ophiomia lantana fly. Cellular term related to egg laying. Few mulberry varieties are V1, G4, S1, S1635, S146. Causal organism of Flaceri disease in silkworm is bacteria. Causal organism of Grassery disease in silkworm is virus. Major constituent of the silk is fibroin. Important pollinators are bomber species, honeybee, sylphid flies. Honeybee chalkbrood disease causal organism's scientific name is Ascosphaera apis. Honeybee stonebrood disease causal organism's scientific name is Aspergillus flavus. Partenium weed managing bioagent is Zygogramma bicolorata. The most important insect used for advanced genetic studies is Drosophila melanogaster. Tukra disease in mulberry is caused by pink mealybug, that is Macronellicoccus hirsutus. Chandrika is a type of mountage. Block boxing of silk egg is done for uniform hatching. Prepupal parasitide of sugarcane topshoot borer is Isotoma javensis. Thank you.
Good morning, my dear friends. In this session, we are going to discuss about important objective questions from Management of Beneficial Insect course. First question is, the comb of the dammer bee is made up of a dark material is known as cerumen. The test insect used in the advanced genetic research is fruit fly Drosophila melanogaster. Insects which feed upon the other harmful insects are known as entomophagous insects. Basket type of traditional honey hives are known as skeps. Bees are capable of flying at a speed of 25 to 30 kilometers per hour. The enclosed man-made structure in which honeybees live and raise their young ones are known as beehive. The plant which is a very the plant which is a very rich source of pollen to bees is sorghum. The plant which is a very rich source of nectar to bees is tamarind. The plant which is very rich source of pollen as well as nectar to bees is cotton. Name the equipment used for the protection of the head and face from the bee sting is bee wheel. The honeybee, which is cultivated in Newton beehive, is Indian honeybee, that is Apis serena indica. The honeybee, which is cultivated in Longstrath beehive, is Italian bee, Apis mellifera. The father of modern beekeeping in India is A.S. Atwal. Four legs of the honeybees are modified for the purpose of antennal cleaning. Equipment which is used to prevent the movement of queen bee from brood chamber to the super chamber is known as queen excluder. A method of reproduction in which a part of the colony migrates to a new place to make a new colony is known as swarming. The most ideal planting system for mulberry cultivation under rain-fed condition is pit system. The hive tool used to reduce the size of the brood chamber during the dearth period is, that is the dummy division board. The biofertilizer used for initiation of the roots on the mulberry cuttings is azospirillum. Mulberry variety suitable for the intercrop in coconut orchard is Sahana. Tukra disease in mulberry is caused by mealybug. The larva is fed continuously with royal jelly up to 8th day, and such cells are further packed with royal jelly and are sealed to develop a queen. Queen is continuously fed with royal jelly. The bee space for movable frame hive is proposed by L.L. Longstrath. Wax picking legs in honeybees are mid-legs. Mid-legs are wax picking leg. Darling of the beekeeping is Apis mellifera. Holoptic eyes are present in drones. Equipment made of a tin or copper container attached with a leather bellow used to subdue the bees or calm down the bees while handling is known as smoker. Honeybee sting is a modification of ovipositor. Cooling of the colonies by the bees is done by fanning the wings. In worker bee, royal jelly is secreted by pharyngeal gland or hypopharyngeal glands. The bald brood disease in honey bee colony is caused by lesser wax moth. The wild and cultivated flora, which are source of food material to the honeybees, are collectively known as bee pasturage or bee forage or bee flora. World Bee Day is celebrated on May 20. Type of mouth parts in honeybees is sieving and lapping type. The valuable material produced by certain gall insect is tannic acid. The ectoparasitic mite of the honeybees is Varroa jacobsoni. The study of insects in relation to the crime investigation is known as forensic entomology. The fruit of the mulberry plant is known as sorosis. Dammer bee or stingless bee belongs to the family Meliporidae. Replacement of a queen by another queen is known as supersedure. The mulberry planting system adapted in Nilgiri areas or slopy areas is angular system of planting. Pollen basket is also known as corbicula. Important pollinators are bombus species and honeybee. Bombus species and honeybees. Example for scavenger is suffer beetle. Axil of white disease is caused by mite, that is Acarapis woodi. Chalkbrood disease in bees caused by Ascos, Ascospira apis fungus. Ascospira apis fungus. Stonebrood disease in bees is caused by Aspergillus flavus fungus. Aspergillus flavus fungus. Biocontrol agent for mealybugs is Cryptolemus mantrugeri. Cryptolemus mantrugeri. Parthenium weed is managed by Zygogramma bicolorata beetle. Expand the followings. CBRTI, Central Bee Research and Training Institute, located at Pune. NBB, National Bee Board, it is located at New Delhi. KVIC, Khadi and Village Industries, Khadi and Village Industries Commission, EIC, Export Inspection Council, Export Inspection Council, TRIFED, Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development, Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India Limited, IINRG, Indian Institute of Natural Resins and Gums, APEDA, Agricultural Products Export Development Authority, Agricultural Products Export Development Authority, FSSAI, Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, CSRTI, Central Sericulture Research and Training Institute. Thank you.